Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Maelstrom in the Desert Zaku. And he said it was a pretty good round, and it also showed off a lot of how he approaches melee. So I thought that was worth looking at. So let's see, leading with the mini missiles just to get some damage in. Got the Ifrit stunned, went in for big downswing and caught it. And another big downswing, and the guy is dead. So that is one down. Barely 30 seconds into the match, I think it is. And yeah, that was quick. That is 2 kills by his team, which at that point means you can afford to be a little bit bold because you do outnumber the enemy pretty well. Though they do have a sniper, and that was a pretty good shot. Desert Zaku has a dodge roll. It has those mini missiles that can follow up on the bazooka shot with, and it has pretty good melee stats, so it is not a bad machine at all. And I need to use it more often myself. But yeah, he is trying to get up there towards that sniper, which, again, with a high melee stat, even as a general, is not a terrible idea. Looks like somebody is keeping an eye out for him, while the Ifrit is stalking him. And he caught it first. Nicely done. Somebody is looking to probably shoot him in the back, but he did almost full damage to that Ifrit in one combo. Very nice. He's got a dodge roll, which he used to sweep back and tank through that shotgun. The sniper took him out, but he took out that Doug Schneid Ifrit first. So that is the fact that it's a Doug Schneid explains a little bit as to how much damage it was taking. But yeah, good opener. Did a lot of damage to 2 different targets. Got a couple of kills in. Very nice. And there's a couple of support fire available if he wants them. And it looks like somebody's taking one, so see if he decides to stick around for it or get in the tank. And he's in the tank. And he's out of the tank. This is... they have changed it recently so that the support button is now square. But you can still end up there. The one thing you can get shuffled is... is boarding an MS or boarding a vehicle. Thank you, Brain. Those were the words I was looking for. But yeah, those are 2 things that still take circle, so it's going to depend on which one you're closer to if they both, get really close. So have to watch out for that. Let's see, it looks like an allied Zaku flipper there. There is that Doug Schneid again. And managed to angle his melee so that he didn't hit an ally, which is good. That's a high-speed experimental Dom, I believe. And I'm pretty sure it's got the axe. It might be just a standard Dom. Hard to say. Nope. Oh no, that's the Doug Schneid Ifrit on his team's axe, so that's not the deal. Got that kill. Don't think he tagged anyone in his group who was going after that thing, which, good to do. Good to avoid if you can do it. Taking some shots in the back. Let's see, and good downswing. And looks like his ally got the kill. And, nobody knocked each other down, which again, good spacing, good positioning. That's hard to do. But, let's see, now to try and get back up on the hill. If they can take the hill, that would be good. And, yeah, use the short slash that time, the forward, the neutral, to get the attack out faster so that they'd remain stunned. If he did the downswing, they would have been able to get out of the stun. Managed. Oh, wow. Grazed them with the tackle and killed them. That's great. And let's see, that is a Dom. Yeah, looks like a standard Dom. Don't see any of the fancy Dom-like accoutrements, and I do not see the Heat Lance. So yeah, standard Dom, which at these point levels, that makes more sense. I'm pretty sure the high-speed Dom is the higher level. Let's see, 457 health, not a lot you can do at that point except hope your shot lands first, which it didn't quite. Again, it happens, but he is doing a lot of damage on every life. He is getting some good kills in. That is good. Oh, I like the colors on that Zaku cannon. But, let's see, it looks like they're kind of scrapping over E, which happens a lot. If they can clear the hilltop, it'd be good if somebody on their team took it, but getting that waypoint is difficult sometimes, so you do what you can, and as you can see, it looks like pretty much the entire enemy team is up there, so very unlikely anybody on either side is going to have a chance to grab that without getting very murdered. So, as it is, just get up there and fight. They've got a pretty good lead, almost 2-1, not quite. see, standard Ifrit there. Did not stun it, but didn't catch it with the damage either, which is a shame. Did catch it with the bazooka, but not going to have time to follow up. But in pulling back, he was able to get some damage in. And I always forget that Desert Zaku has crackers too. It actually, I think, has a couple more weapons than it has slots for. And at that point, on top of that hill, sometimes everybody's just swinging at you and you die. That's a pretty standard thing. So, yeah, rush them down, one of his teammates says. That's fair advice, it really is. Number 2, I'm not sure what the deal is. Maybe they're trying to get over to the enemy base. It sure looks like that. I'm more a proponent of bunching up and staying and keeping concentrated in most situations. But it doesn't always work, but if your team is outnumbered and, presumably of equal skill, you are going to be at a disadvantage if somebody is wandering off. Again, like I said, in his Pixie round recently, he did a pretty good job of staying near the team and supporting them while, being in a stealth mobile suit. That is difficult to do. It's something I've been trying to work on more because the urge kind of in the Pixie for me is to get away from my team to, make best use of the stealth by being far away where they can't see me and get behind them or flank them or whatever. But when you're by yourself, ooh, nice, you are also much more prone to being surrounded and killed. So I'm working a little bit more on using the stealth to support the team rather than, using it as for an opportunity to be a, lone wolf player, because lone wolf players in this game, simply put, die. You can do better, you can go solo sometimes and make a go of it, but it's much easier to work with your team. That's my take anyway. If you feel differently, please, if you have different strategies for stealth or for anything else, please, tell us, because different perspectives are always valuable on how to play these games. 1 minute left. There's a bomb at the enemy base, which with the lead that Maelstrom's team has is basically insult to injury at this point. And let's see, he's trying to pull back, but Sniper got him too. That Gym Sniper custom is pretty solid. I think the friendly Ifrit Doug Schneid is probably a little bit too busy at the front lines to really hone in on that, which is a shame. But there is number 2 is guarding the bomb, which, if you've committed to the bomb, is not a bad course of action. You may as well make sure it goes off, not give them that 150 points, and make sure that you get the points. If you're guarding it by yourself, you have to be kind of lucky, but if you're good at positioning yourself in a good hidey spot, you can pull it off. See, round is almost over. The bomb went off. They've got it. They've got it more than. So, and almost done. Good shot, and that's it. And yeah, good round. Good work by everyone involved, and yeah. Desert Zaku is pretty good. There was, again, just as he said, there was some good melee stuff going on here. 60,000 damage, top damage on the team, and the most targeted, which I can believe, especially after that skirmish on top of the mountain. 6 kills and 4 deaths, not bad at all. But that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Since it's come up in the comments, and it's something that Maelstrom and I were talking about a while back, I wanted to mention, you may have noticed that the Gym Ground Type now specifies Gym Ground Type 8th MS Team version. Probably the reason for that is that there is a Gym Land Combat Type, which in Japanese is written very similarly to Gym Ground Type. It's just like 1 or 2 kanjis difference. It's a different mobile suit. It was in the first game. It has a rail cannon as opposed to a bazooka for a main weapon. And it was interesting and fun to use in that one, and I would not mind having it back. But we're kind of thinking that may be due soon, because otherwise there's not a lot of reason to make distinction there.